like an ADD episode. Where you want to go right
Really, I'm trying to see what he's going to say next. I was like, oh, Osama Bin Laden loves to paint Americana.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Hello.
Let's podcast. Shall we record a podcast?
Hello. And welcome.
Motherfucker said, hello.
Hello.
Like you banged him.
This is
Hello.
This is so stupid.
Like your old grandma or aunt or uncle. Hello.
Well, hello and welcome to KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network.
Yep.
I'm a host and a stupid motherfucker.
It's a good opening. I'm a host and a stupid
I'll tell you what,
motherfucker.
now that I'm a fucking host, I'm gonna stop letting myself get disrespected because I got disrespected today.
You did.
Like no one's ever been disrespected.
That's a lot coming from you.
Well, it was disrespected to the point where
Mike's all different
when I
shit.
walked into the office, Za was it was a pain in the tits, isn't it?
Well, it's just not where I usually have that one, and I'm like programmed to look this way. I'm just gonna do the podcast like this. Okay, you got disrespected. Well, because you don't deserve respect. But continue.
So I was coming into the office today this morning, and I get into the elevator. I don't do the stairs anymore. There was a time in my life I did stairs. Stairs are a young man's game.
Me too.
And it's actually
funny.
like it was when it was still
There's a young.
that's some Parks and Rec. I still do.
Oh, okay.
I can't do this. I can't do it.
No, but now you're just in the middle of a story, so it would be the same exact thing.
But it's not the same at all. It's so different. It's very different.
why? Just because you're sitting over there?
Okay, so this morning, right? I was coming. I don't know. I feel like
It's
it's
just
like,
as if I.
but it feels like as a host, it feels like I need to be telling it differently.
Nope,
And-
not at all. Not even a little bit.
All right, whatever. Fuck it. I was coming in this morning, and I always, when I take the elevator, I always like, I can't. I quit. We're done. This podcast is just done.
Switch.
No, I have to do it. I'm just like, I just might just quit. Not this podcast.
The
this
company.
KFC Radio is. I mean, it was part of the bet. It's 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah, by the
Thank
way,
you
this is all happening because we got 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. The first benchmark was that John has to host the show. Had host
It's going
duties,
great so far. I have to say.
and had to do the ad reads. I thought the ad reads were going to be hard. I was like, oh, he's going to have to try to transition in and out. But apparently, he can't even tell stories anymore.
Speaking of hard.
Go ahead.
Speaking of hard, let's hear from our friends over at Roman.
There we go. There we go. There it is.
Hello. Do you have problem with your penis sometime?
We got a new accent.
Every once in a while when I go to fuck Olga, I come too fast and she not happy with me. But thanks to my friends at Roman, and the reason I use this accent is Roman sound like Russian. And I guess I could have gone Italian.
I was going to say, hey, Roman is just,
Roman
that's
is
from
a fucking
Italy.
Italian thing, so that makes a lot more sense than Russian, but I don't care.
Roman has R, Russia has R. We're Russian.
Back in old days in Russia, you had to think of bears eating your family in order to last longer than sex. But now, with a Roman swipe sent in discreet packaging, mind you. So Olga don't know what you do. You just take little package and you rip open and you wipe tab on your penis head and all the whole shaft, in fact. And then you last long like the Soviet Union. And if,
You hard like hammer and sickle. Long like wall.
And if you go to getroman.com/KFC right now, you get first month for $5 when you sign up for a monthly plan. If you like me, you fuck a lot. You fuck all the time.
Fuck much.
You need monthly plan.
Much
For
fuck.
every fucking month, you get new fuck time. New fuck time.
I like that, Roman. New fuck time. Go to getroman.com/KFC. Get some new fuck time.
Back to your original scheduled programming. I don't know what happened to the voice.
The accent is good for about like 35 seconds, and then the last 25, we don't know where we go.
Oh man.
So how were you disrespected?
All right, so the fucking lady. First of all, I always just like as soon as I get in the elevator, I just look at my phone,
Yeah.
so I can't see someone like coming in and being like, "Oh, hold it, I'll hold it." I just pretend it doesn't exist. And the door had already closed and like just about to close, and then she got to it just in time to open it back up, and then she kind of just gave me a look in the eye, like, "I got it, you motherfucker."
Yeah.
She was
Because that is, I mean, that's.
she was a member of the United States Postal Service, and
Tiffany.
No,
I
not
was
Tiffany.
gonna say Tiffany would dominate your ass.
Not Tiffany.
Yeah.
No. And then we get off. I said, "Where are you going to?" Trying to be polite. And she says, "Same as you." And I said, "Okay, that's cool." We get up the elevator. She walks off first. We're walking towards the doors. She just gets to the front of the door, the glass doors that lead into the office. And she puts the box down right in front of the door I'm about to use and turns and walks away. that was it. And I could see Za and Ebony in there. Za was
cocked.
running around. Za was like, "I can't believe that just happened." So I had to fucking bend down.
like put it right where you were not able to walk through that door because of this box.
I had to bend over, pick up the box, wait for Ebony to let me in, carry the box, and
Now,
deliver it to her.
had she gotten back in an elevator already? Like, is she gone?
No, when I got to the desk, I could still see her.
So you're bend down and pick it up, and you're doing the door, and she's just still
Just waiting
standing
for her elevator.
Wow.
Yeah. Ebony said she would have beat the shit out of her if she came in. Ebony said that's how she became friends with Tiffany. That Tiffany did some shit like that, and she's like, "Motherfucker, if you do that again, I'll cut your ass."
And Tiffany was probably like,
"I respect."
pull the razor blade out of her tongue, like, "I'll cut you first, bitch." And then they were like, "We're best
She's
friends."
like, "I
Did we
respect
just
that."
become best friends?
Yeah.
Yup. By the way, speaking of Ebony, I walked by, and Casey, Enrique, and Ebony were talking, probably just about like fucking because they're all hoes, you know. and they were trying to convince Ebony to start fucking white guys, and she was like, "I can't do it." And I was like, "Why not, Eb? Like, why can't you fuck white guys?" And she was like, I just no. And I was like, "What? You couldn't date me?" And she was like, "I would walk all over you." And I was like, "Yeah, that's the point. You could dominate these white boys. You know what I mean? Like, you'll get your way." And she was like, "Nah, I don't want that from you, little crackers."
I can
Okay.
see like Ebony walking out, like you're on the couch watching what's it called? Your space show?
For all mankind.
For all mankind. I was gonna say before all mankind. For all mankind, and Ebony just walks out the front door without saying anything. Like, "Where you going?" And she goes, "Wherever the fuck I want." And you're like, "Okay, I'll turn the TV up a little
Yeah,
bit."
right. I'm sorry for even asking, Ebony. Thank you. Thank you. Please fuck someone. Thank you. Yeah, she would dominate me, man. And you said nothing.
Of course I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Are you nuts? I was rocking out to the new Bieber, which is very good.
Big fire. Finally. I feel like Bieber having a new song that's good confirms my take that he's been bad, because even Bieber fans are secretly or are openly like, "Yes, this is it. Now he did it." So I'm like, yeah. So the same thing happened with Mandalorian. When everyone got super excited for the second half of the season, it was like they were admitting that the first half, it totally changed from the first half. Bieber's been quiet.
He's had like 3 good singles in a row. Like I wouldn't say, yeah, Lonely's good.
No, it's not.
Yes, he did. Lonely's good.
You will never Lonely will not be talked about in like 2 years.
I was literally just walking on the street like 2 days ago. Just singing
Lonely and the other one are like completely forgettable.
They're
They
good.
won't- they
songs.
won't be-
They're not as good as this one, but they're like
Bieber-
they're much better than that other fucking album.
When people get as big as he is, you're a victim of your own success. Where it's like, music's weird because music, like, you can just go back and listen to those old hits and not like, you can listen to old music much more easy than it is to go back and watch like an old movie. You know what I mean? Where like I think that I'd rather just always play like a great Bieber song. So you can put out a new song that's just like meh. I'll just go back and listen to like What Do You Mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like he has
I don't
to.
do that either. Though.
He has to
I don't
keep.
listen. I just listen to whatever's on New Music Friday, and
It's been so bad recently.
I just haven't.
That's
listened to
why. That's
music in
why
a long
this week
time.
was so big, because it had new Drake songs, it had new Bieber songs, the new Quinn '92 album, the new Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak song. It's because it's been I don't know if they do that for like the winter or
I
something.
think,
but it was like,
I think it's like March. You start making new music again.
But yeah, Biebs.
Or at least new music
Biebs
people
brought
care
the
about.
heat.
You do the sad boy songs in the winter, but now
Yeah, but you're not gonna have like the bangers.
It's like, all right,
yeah.
let's dance a little bit again.
Yeah, man. I mean, Biebs finally back.
You think you'd be able to get across the border?
To Mexico?
Yeah, from Mexico.
From Mexico to America?
We don't do segues on when I'm hosting.
Yeah.
I was recently watching a show.
Like you're talking about like illegally.
Yeah, illegally.
No.
Why not?
Because like I can't do anything. Like now I have to like dig a hole under a wall or something.
That's what I'm saying. Why? Why did you do all that?
Well, I mean,
Just
that's,
walk.
Well, that's what I don't think it's as hard when you're like a white person.
Well,
So like
That's
I think I could show up to the
accurate,
Mexican
yeah.
border and be like, I want to come to America, and they'd be like, okay, American.
right.
So I think it's a big part of the puzzle, John.
I
it's a big
agree.
piece of the equation.
So
if you're saying if I could smuggle myself in and do the like illegal shit, like I'm not crawling through miles of sewage and going through
but
all
why
that.
is it miles? That's what I don't get.
Because I think they have the like near the border well patrolled.
How well can you possibly patrol the entire border? So the reason this comes up, I was watching Shameless,
Yeah.
and Frank ends up in Mexico.
Yeah,
I don't even understand what happens there.
No, neither do I.
Like
he
like,
went on
wakes
such
up,
a bender somehow he ends up in.
but like he
fucking
went on such a
Tijuana.
bender. He's like, they missed Christmas, and like you almost missed Easter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what do
He's
you
just
mean?
gone for like
you just
months.
blacked out for
right?
like
Yeah.
5-6 months.
Oh, Frank Gallagher goes hard.
But then you wake up and you're more or less just fine.
Well, he's Frank Gallagher.
I feel like coming out of that fog is harder than it is to just walk across the border. How well can you patrol an entire border?
It's a great question.
Canada I could get into no problem.
and-
That's light work. But
I do think a lot of fucking people do it. And that's why, there's an issue, or that's why the people want the wall, or that's why it's even a debate, is because I do think a lot of people probably do successfully do it.
yeah, but like because you need like the coyotes and stuff.
Remember when
I'd be
people
like,
thought
I'm
that
just
the
gonna-
coyotes were real? Coyotes, remember that?
No.
Remember, like, that was one of the stupidest collective moments in humanity. It was when people were just desperately trying to hate on Trump for, like, everything he says. And he was talking about coyotes during the debate. And all of Twitter was like, does he really think that, like, coyotes smuggle people across the border?
not
Like, the
remember
actual
this.
animal. And, like, everybody, like, all the conservatives on Twitter were like, you guys are outing yourselves as colossal fucking morons. And then they were trying to, like, the blue checks that did it were trying to be like, no, yeah, like I knew that, but like the point stands.
Who the fuck doesn't know about coyotes?
Yeah, that's especially if you fancy yourself like I'm going to be commenting on the
If you
political debate.
Fancy yourself a person with a fucking brain. You should know, like,
No, I could see plenty of people not knowing, but not the type of people that are like, I'm going to comment on this political matter. I'm going to live tweet the debate. I bet you most people don't know that.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that makes sense because most people are incredibly stupid.
I think if you poll like the younger people here and the people who are not as like plugged in, I bet you they wouldn't know the coyotes.
But like, I guess you're probably right. All right, that's
You're
fair.
smarter than you think.
Me?
Yeah. You're actually pretty well informed.
Am I?
Yeah. Probably in the stupidest of ways, just like through headlines on Twitter and stuff like that. But more often than not, you'll be like, you'll just drop a name, and I'm like, I have to be like, I don't know who that is. Who is it? And you're like, oh, it's like the senator from like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I have no fucking idea. You stay pretty plugged in for an idiot.
Well, it's just
For a
it's because it's
colossal
easy to like
moron.
shut my brain off and be like, just stare at this.
I think that
Like,
I think
it's
more
like
often-
it's actually made me believe in learning through osmosis because I'm not reading anything. It's just my eyes are seeing it.
it's just kind of like soaking it in somehow.
Yeah, it's just being absorbed.
I think what you
Despite
have
my
to
best
do,
intentions
I don't
to
think you
not.
shut your brain off. I think your brain defaults to off, and every now and then you have to turn it on.
Yeah,
So you kind of turn it on, suck some
That's-
information up, shut it back down.
that's what it is.
And then it just rattles around in there. And you'll have a name and like a headline, and that's it. That's really all you need.
yeah,
All you need in this world is like just 10% more knowledge, not even like IQ, but just like more knowledge than the next person, and they'll think you're smart.
because as soon as you give one thing in a fight where it's like they can't rebut, then it's like, oh, okay, I lose.
Yeah.
But like
Or
if you
even-
could
it's
rebut
not
a little bit, you tear me apart.
Right. Yeah. Like I either win like 100% to 0, or like or I lose, because it's
Yeah.
like if you are gonna come
If you
back
could
at me at
push
one
back
point, I
with
don't.
a single finger,
Right.
My argument would collapse upon itself like a fucking house of cards.
Yeah.
Like if you like,
But also, I think that most people, and this is why I think podcasting works, because it's like most people don't know and are looking to be told, you know? And as long as you say one thing that makes that person think that you are in a position to be telling me, then I just believe you. Because that's why, I heard this guy say, I heard on a podcast, I know. It's like, well, he's just a jamoke too. But as long as you like present it with a little bit of confidence or say that you know the person's name or like where they're from, just one piece of information that I don't know, I'm like, oh, you're smarter than me.
See, I think that's why I don't really listen to podcasts, because I know the game. And when
So you
someone's
know you're like bullshit.
Someone's
yeah.
like, oh, I heard on this show. And I'm like, yeah, you hear a lot of shit on my show too. I don't fucking know if it's right. Yeah. Like, I just immediately dismiss
That
it.
is very. Can you make it work? That's very true in the sense of like you. It's like the Matrix almost, like when you take the pill. You know what I mean? Once you know, you can't undo it. Like, even little things.
If you read this podcast, it's very interesting. They're just lying. Don't worry about it. I know the fucking recipe.
They were just trying to fill some air. Like they recorded it at like 4 p.m. They just needed like another segment. And they just fucking made it up. Even little things. I went on Violet Benson's show and that aired like last Thursday. Too Tired to Be Crazy. If you want to go hear me chop it up with Violet, she's the girl who runs Daddy Issues on Instagram. And they do like real editing where they like clean up the ums and the ahs. And I think you do that a little bit, right, Nick?
I'll clean up that air. But like,
Yeah, but like
ums and ahs are-
yeah, it's like part of the conversation, you know, where I say like or stumble or pause, whatever. And I would imagine to the untrained ear, if you will, like people don't notice it. But I was like, oh yeah, this is like it's so like you can hear like they just tighten it all up, and I was like, that's not how I talk.
You take out the ums?
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
What?
Yeah, a lot of like
To make themselves sound smarter?
to just make it like tighter and cleaner, and yeah, I guess so.
Because it is like I say all the fucking time. I'm an idiot.
Like it was, I could tell, you know, she asked me a question, and I probably would be like, you know, I would think if I had to guess, you know, and they would like kind of take all those things out there, and it would just be my answer. So it feels very
I care for that.
yeah, and if you don't know it, you probably don't hear it. But we do. I don't really listen to our work, but I hear our work in real time, and I know that that's not like a natural conversation. It feels very like a script. It's like a Sorkin script where it's like question answer. No wasted words. No nothing.
It's a conversational platform. So
That's the thing. I want it to be.
Why would you make it scripted?
I agree.
I mean, not like there are scripts now and all that stuff, but like if you're a conversational show, be conversational.
Yep.
is what I think.
I think all podcasts should be that way, but I think a lot of them that are trying to be more professional do that. You know what's funny? I was just reading the other day. I can't remember the writer's name, but I guess there's some like screenwriter in Hollywood who is known for making real dialogue that is people are interrupting and people are interjecting. Because really, when you think about most of the TV you're watching, it is still like you talk, I talk, you talk, I talk. And if you really want to make it natural, there's a lot of like stepping on each other or like I'm just waiting to get to my point or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And so if you can write that way, that's even weirder. Because it's like if I'm memorizing lines, but it's like, okay, I have to interject right now. I have to cut you off right now. That's harder.
I would find it harder to memorize that than write like that.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's like I know my line, but now I have to know when to say it. Usually it's like when the person stops talking, then you talk. But to make it really actually realistic is fucking hard. Like impossible to write. That's why it takes 10 times as long to write.
It froze. I don't know.
This man short circuited.
Dude, I started pushing.
You froze a long time ago
this
too.
button really fast, like talk.
Isn't this amazing?
It's really.
I think it's a bigger picture thing too, though. It's like if you change anything in your routine of life, it'll fuck.
I mean,
with
I've
you.
been sweating this entire show. I'm squeezing the fuck out of this.
I have
like,
not been having a meltdown, but it does feel different. It does feel a little weirder. Just and at this point in the show, there's nothing going on that's host and co-host.
But even though there isn't I'm trying to be like, okay, so what's the next topic? I'm already thinking about like,
and I'm not,
what
and I'm like,
happened?
what's he gonna say next?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Do you know what Osama Bin Laden's son loves to do?
What's that? A song been lost. Like, This is like an ADD episode. Where you want to go right
Really,
back?
I'm trying to see what he's gonna say next. I was like, oh, Omar Bin Laden loves to paint Americana. Yeah,
In a respectful way?
yeah.
Like
Omar Bin
he-
Laden loves painting. Just
Yeah,
like,
doesn't he have one son who's like Americanized?
yeah.
And
He lives in Normandy, but he just loves painting American countrysides.
see, now this sounds smart. There's some people out there that's gonna be like, John knows all about like the Bin Laden family.
Particularly the American Southwest. He really, which to
I
me,
don't
like,
care for.
I kind of want to be like, it's pretty much Afghanistan.
I was gonna say
Like,
you picked the
it's
one part
just-
that's all deserts
it's all
and wastelands.
deserts,
You
dude.
know,
Like, he likes that you're just doing fucking Baghdad, which is in Iraq, not Afghanistan. You're doing Kabul with fucking you just make up train tracks that drive through it. That's
Yeah.
it. And he likes to paint cactuses, which I guess probably aren't in Kabul. Cactuses, train tracks, and desert. I was like,
you're just painting home, bro.
I don't know if you get to do that. But how pissed do you think Osama
I was
is?
gonna say you want to like piss off the the legacy of your father, like he's rolling in his grave type shit. His son painting Americana.
Well, that is
What
like,
could- I mean, what was Osama's deal, bro?
let's get into
Let's
it.
talk
Yeah,
about
all right.
Osama Bin Laden. I mean, like, relax, dude. Relax. What was so? Did we like kill his family or something?
I would imagine.
Probably.
so.
Is that what it is? Because that's
I
what I mean.
have.
Like in
I know about his
Homeland,
sons, not his history.
huh?
'Cause I know about his sons, not his
Yeah,
history.
yeah,
I
we
focus
must
on the
have-
offspring.
We must have like hit him with a bomb and like he watched his family die and then I do get it. Then I understand being pissed off. But these people were
That's
just like,
actually one of-
like the way of life, like the Kardashians drive me nuts. I'm gonna like dedicate my life to slaughtering them. Goodness gracious.
But it is
Just
how
the dramatics of terrorists, really. Fucking Al Qaeda, fucking ISIS. Who are we on to right now? Who's the bad guys right now? Just Americans.
yeah,
It's in-house.
white people.
Yeah. But I mean, goodness, just like drink some beer, get some head, and shut the fuck up. You'll be a lot more happy. You know what we should do? That's what we should do. We should just send a bunch of sluts over to wherever the terrorists are, Like, oh, you hate Americans? Well, we're going to send like 10,000 American hoes your way, and they're going to fuck you and flirt with you, and you're going to not want to kill us.
I don't think that would work. I think they gotta come here.
You know what?
I think you guys come
Maybe,
here.
but they want their 10,000
We're
virgins,
in
right?
terrorist talk right now.
How many virgins do they get when they die?
72.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
Thought they got like 1,000. Well, okay. So, what if I gave you that now?
Gave him virgins. I think you probably
72 virgins is tough to find. That's a tall task. What if I found you 72 hoes who are
right.
going to pretend to be virgins, and then it's like, Osama, and you don't have to kill yourself or all these people, and you get your virgins. What's the problem now?
I don't think you're in the after. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like
I was gonna
it's-
try and bullshit and speculate, and people could be like, "Well, that's the issue there."
It is
But,
funny to me that the one thing that you really hear about that is their big to-do about their afterlife isn't really anything afterlife-ish. It's like you can fuck on Earth. You know?
You can.
Like,
come,
if, like
come
if,
over.
if they
come
were
over
like,
to America.
I have to blow people up in order to get to my afterlife. Guys, why can't he do this? Why can't he just have a conversation from the left side?
What's funny is like the other day you pretty much hosted. Like you were going
Yeah.
topic to topic. It was
Yes.
like
Last episode, I said nothing. Last episode, I was just laughing and like reiterating your words. You know, that's funny when someone like says a joke and you
I
just
thought
say
it
it
was gonna
again.
go a lot better.
What you expect it to be like?
No, but I was expecting it to not be a train wreck.
It's not, except for when you call it out as a train wreck. Then we derail. We were just talking about fucking Osama Bin Laden banging 72 chicks. That would be a topic we talk about all the time. This man's having a existential crisis.
Full blown panic.
One panic attack. and the dice thing, it's making it worse. I don't know what to do right now.
You know, I just learned that
This
that transgender porn stars are just just men with boobs. Like they were born men.
Put that on the toothpaste. Put that as a quote card. You know, words of wisdom from John. I just
I
learned that
thought
transgender men-
despite the fact that it's right there in the name, I always thought they were just women with penises.
You put my mind in a pretzel right now. I think I'm overthinking this one.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Transgender porn stars are just men with boobs.
Just men with boobs. Thought it was women with penises.
Well, it could be either way, right?
It is?
Well, like you could be born a woman and then I mean it's much easier to
I think they're men with penises.
men
with boobs.
but not all of them, right? You could be a woman. Can you get a dick?
I don't. You can?
You can do both.
Yes, this is where I come talking.
You can do both, right?
Yeah,
But it's
you-
much,
I
I think it's a much more complex thing to like get a penis, right? Can you get a dick?
I honestly have no idea which one's more complex. I'm not
Yeah.
exactly qualified to speak on that. But you could do either. Yeah.
But you can get a dick.
You
Yeah.
can. You can definitely.
You're
do
born.
both.
Yeah.
How do you make a dick?
How do you make a vagina?
Well, that seems like a little more like you can, seems
Vagina,
easier to
just
like
push
open
it in.
just open some shit up
I
as
don't
opposed
think
to put
that's
something
how
on.
it works either.
I think I've actually seen a diet.
Well, there's some level of making a hole. Yes, there is. Zach. But
Yes, right.
Wait,
but
no, we're
I
just
gotta,
learning here.
I gotta
We're
like
teaching.
put something on your body.
Well, it's like
That
when you
seems
have like a
much more complex to
I
me.
mean, strap-ons exist. Like obviously, that's
Well,
that's actually a big thing. Actually,
What?
What's that?
transgender men. I guess so. Yes, you'd be
Like a male who
born
wants
a
to be
woman.
born-
Yes,
born a
yeah.
male,
They
become-
just
want to become a-
sometimes they don't. Yeah, sometimes like if you don't want to get the bottom surgery,
You just wear a
would
strap-on.
you could wear a strap on.
That seems like I would go that road.
Yeah.
Because the
Seems like a lot of
actual thing is a whole to do.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I can just strap this one on and save myself a lot of pain and money, you know? What are you
What are
looking
you
up, John?
looking at?
I'm looking up a vaginoplasty.
That's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was when you just get like your lips trimmed down and stuff. Vaginoplasty is when you like get a whole pussy made.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, the link was either.
Like I thought when they do like the vaginal rejuvenation, they just kind of tighten you up down there.
That's
opposed to
that's a
creating a whole
different
one.
thing.
Right. What are you Googling now?
I'm just looking for vaginoplasty gifts, like a normal human being.
Clearly.
I can't find it. It's all South Park gifts.
All right, before we get into our next segment, if you have ADD, you probably do. You probably have no attention span. You have probably no ability to retain information for hours on end, and you just want quick, digestible clips that are funny. Head over to the KFC Radio Clips page. You can watch funny little quick hitters. You don't have to dedicate much time to it. Click over there, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the bell, and laugh.
On to easier topics. We don't have to talk about creating penises and vaginas. Kenjac was running around the office, as he tends to do, with his little like camera of death. He throws his phone in your face, snaps a picture of you, and then he shows you like, look, we made you something horrific and gruesome, and I'm going to post it all over the internet. So the latest, it was the no beard face app where you snap a picture of someone, it gets rid of their scruff, it gets rid of their beard, all done on your phone. If you want to do that in real life and you want to clean up your beard, you got to go to Harry's, John. Harry's is one of the OG razor companies on the internet. They've been around with us for a minute. Get the razors delivered right to your door, John.
Wait, are you doing it or are you telling me?
See? Anybody at home was like, I could do what he does. He's fucking terrible at hosting. He's fucking this, he's fucking that. See? Not so easy, is it? Harrys.com, huh?
You want beers?
Jackie's offering you booze to try to loosen you up. You want a Friday beer, John?
That's what we should be doing.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go. Jackie gets full time and immediately she's picking up. She's learning the ropes. Get him beer. Harry's, one of the original razor companies. Like I said, they've been down with us for a
Wait, are you doing my ad read here?
Are you gonna do it or not?
I thought we were taking a break for a second.
John's the only man in the world who lives rent free in his own head. Yeah. Fights rent free in Feits' head.
Well, thanks to our friends over at Harry's, we've got a great deal coming for you to say, right? Back in the day, you had to walk miles to the pharmacy in order to get yourself a razor. You'd have to fucking take a donkey there. You gotta take a donkey there. You gotta stand in front of a stupid fucking plastic, and you had to fucking ring a bell, an actual bell. Back in the day, right? You had a fucking bell they had. Make sure, because it's thievery all over the island, thievery all over the place. And you have to say, "Excuse me, Mr. fucking drug salesman, can I please have some of the fucking razors here so I can go home and shave my face so I can kiss the missus?" But nowadays, get a Harry's delivered right to your door, right to your door. No thinking, no fucking donkeying, no waiting, no belling. You just get Harry's right to your door. Yeah. And what you want to know what we're going to get you, do you?
What are you going to get me?
Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to get you, son. We'll go to harrys.com/KFC, right? We're going to get you the Harry Starter Kit. Harry Starter Kit has fucking blade, yeah. Five blade razor, right? 5 blade crazy number.
5?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 5 is...
5 blades. 5 blades on one razor?
Yeah, I know. I hadn't heard of it myself.
What?
Right? You used to
Okay.
think Bill the Butcher with the one single blade. Yeah.
Right.
Razor blade burns all over the place.
Right.
Now this one here, just 5 blader.
But then I got to buy a handle separately.
Oh,
Put
no,
those-
you don't,
Nope.
you crazy lad. You get a weighted handle. Feels good in your hand. Feels strong. Yeah. Like
ergonomic?
Like a hurler stick. Feels real fucking strong. You feel like a man when you're shaving with this thing. Right? You get the foam kit. The fake, because you can't just raid a 5 blaze right over the skin.
No.
That's crazy,
No.
dog.
No, it's like-
you sound like a
it's-
Brit when you're doing something like that, don't you? Right? and then we're also going to get you the travel kit, right? And then on top of it, because that's what we like to do, we're going to get you the Harry's body wash. Right? None of that garbage Irish Spring Ale that people used to buy just because the people in the commercial had a fucking accent like mine. Yeah. No. The Harry's one is the one you want to get. Just $3. $3. It's crazy town. I know it. You go to harrys.com/KFC. You get all of this stuff. You get it delivered to your door fucking monthly. Whatever you want, I think. I don't know exactly. I'm not into specifics. I'm more into the more broad strokes kind of thing. But anyway, that's the whole fucking thing, I think.
Tell them one more time when they can get it.
You can get it. You gotta act fast because while supplies last, but you gotta go to harrys.com/KFC. Right? Again, a new customer can get a Harry starter set and a free body wash for $3. $3 fucking dollars. That's a $15 value for 3. You're welcome from your friends at KFC Radio.
There you go. So Kenjac's running around town taking all these pictures with the new No Beard app.
This is like,
It's one of the meanest things he's ever done.
it's so mean, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's so mean it's funny. This is,
You know what?
this
though?
is really funny.
I mean, so I just got a bunch of texts from Jay Hay, the the producer of Starting 9, and my buddy the Big Wheeze, and they sent me these pictures. They go, "What is happening here?" And he's like, is this real or is this some sort of like face app? I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, people are gonna think this is fucking real. No, it's a goddamn face app. But what's bad is that it is basically real because that's just what I look like. If I don't have any sort of scruff, I look like a fat-faced moron.
I don't think that's true. I don't.
He said Feits looks like one of those Madame Tussauds wax people. You kind of do. The emotionless face, you don't look real.
I was gonna say I look like I'd say a 55-year-old overweight woman who's never left South Boston, and a stranger stopped her on the street while she's on her way to buy Marlboro Reds.
The Taylor
and
Swift
she's
shirt
just
on
like,
top
"What do
is
you fucking?
perfect.
What do you
Yeah.
want from me?"
Yep. I was
like,
told.
"Ma'am, do you have a minute right now?" And it's like, "I don't." But why? But you're standing in my way, so I'm just standing here fucking fuming about it.
I was told you don't have to get arrested because we know what your mugshot will look like. And then Rudy told me
you look like a grandmother who's got a DUI with her kids in the car.
yes,
or grandkids in the
exactly
car.
what you just described is what Rudy said. I look like Mac's mom from Always Sunny. That's the meanest thing you can say about anybody. Go watch if you're listening right now. Stop and go watch. The YouTube, because I mean, look at that. I look like Mac's mom, and that's a nice picture of Mac's mom.
Yeah,
That's
she
like the
looks pretty
actress where
there.
she's like,
Yeah.
if
You
you
actually
make
look like
Mac
her
look like
on the
Mac,
front
if you,
porch.
yeah, if you roll a picture where she's like smoking a cig, wearing like a flannel men's shirt, that is what. Go to YouTube and go to the KFC radio page and watch today's episode. Pull up some of the other tweets of his because he did everybody. He did Hank. No one on the planet Earth has ever benefited more
from a beard than Henry Lockwood. The boy with no jaw. I mean, he.
But dude, here's the thing with Hank's is Hank and his looks younger. You and I look like I switched sexes, and I also look like I age. I don't know which one I'm more concerned about.
You
But
look like you switched sexes, but like to
Like,
I
look-
butch woman.
I
you
look
know what I mean?
chesty. Like I look like broad, and I am rather chesty.
Yeah, you're brolic,
but
bro.
like it is like that looks more breasty.
Look,
chesty.
I mean, these are horrific. Kenjac with no beard looks like like Dennis when he's the pedophile in Always
yeah,
Sunny.
I was gonna say he looks like some.
I mean that he looks like a Muppet.
See,
he doesn't even look like
but
a
he
human.
looks younger. He doesn't look older. KB looks
younger,
much
and he looks like a Muppet. I mean, Nick just so this thing definitely
Nick-
confirmed makes you fatter.
Nick looks just like me in glasses.
And then there's Hank.
See, and
I
then
mean,
Neezy
Hank.
looks.
Hank,
Neezy-
oh my God, Hank looks like one of those primordial dwarfs. Pull up a picture, just do Control T, pull up a new tab, do primordial dwarf. You know what those things look like?
Hank looks like
things.
Hank
That's a
looks
horrible
like
way to
an
say it.
adult, like a regular adult who's playing a special needs high school kid on a CW special show.
Grab that girl right there with the bun, right there. No, she has too much of a wide mouth. The primordial dwarfs are wild. There's like all sorts of TLC specials about them. He's got that exact face. I mean, you take away a man's beard, he looks like a primordial dwarf. That means you need to keep that fucking beard and easy.
That's exact. Hank looks like someone who's in hair and makeup for a show that airs at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, the CW.
Yes.
He's the special needs student who's
Yes.
getting bullied, and then someone comes and saves him, and like that's like
Yes.
like the cool kid in school is like, hey guys, cut that out, and Hank's like, thanks man.
Grab KB,
And
grab Michelangelo too.
That's him saying thanks man right there.
I mean,
Who's that?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo looks
Michelangelo looks like
like Jared Leto getting in character for the Joker.
I mean, are we sure that was the same app? That just is a face. I mean,
Yeah, this is all Snapchat.
holy
This
Jiminy
looks like not
fucking
getting actually
frickin'.
getting out of character. Like he's
He's
trying
washing it off.
He's trying to refine Jared because he's been too busy being Joker, and he's
Bro.
like looking. He looks at catches his reflection in his phone and is like, God damn it, 5 more minutes.
Oh, that's mean. Somebody just put up a picture of.
That was
look at
Frankie.
Trent. Trent looks like a woman too. He looks like a. Trent with no goatee.
I think Trent looks exactly the same.
No, because the goatee makes him look a little more like menacing. Like Trent's actually a little tough. This looks like a lesbian from Iowa. That looks like a lesbian trucker from Iowa, who she smokes cigs and like she'll give you a hand job in the fucking parking lot for like $5. This app should be banned. I know you say like it's so bad it's funny, but what if I ran around with an app? Because what I've learned is that beards are just makeup for men. It's the only thing we've got to make ourselves look better. Girls have the makeup, they have the like fake eyelashes, they have all that shit, the injections they can get. They have a lot of stuff that makes them look better. The only thing we could do all that too, but the only thing that we just have like that's normal for us is a beard. We only have one thing at our disposal, but it's so
Yeah,
effective.
it's a superpower.
Yeah, so we need it. Imagine if
Also,
I just
I
ran
don't
around
get
with an
it.
app though, and I just went up to all the girls in the office and I was like, I'm gonna take a picture of you with this app. It makes you look fat and gross, and I'm gonna post them to the internet. I would be fucking fired. I'd be sent to jail.
Actually, you know what? That is like
Rude, Kenjac.
Casey
This is
did
just
think it was
ruining
so
my
funny.
self-esteem.
Casey thought it was like the funniest thing she'd ever seen. Like, let's just do it with Casey.
Let's just what?
Let's just go take one of Casey.
With the beard?
Yeah, with the beard.
Be like, yeah, let's see what your face looks like, even though you don't have a beard with no beard.
I bet it changes.
I bet she just gets fat and ugly too. Fatter and uglier, you fat dumb bitch. It's bullshit. The other thing that the girls have been rocking recently to enhance is the infamous quote unquote TikTok leggings, which are really, I think we've talked about it a couple times here. They're just leggings, but this brand or this style has been dubbed the TikTok leggings because it basically just has this scrunchy part that goes right up your asshole to make your cheeks look bigger and better. and
Why does
rounder.
that make your cheeks look bigger?
It just, I guess it doesn't make your cheeks look bigger, but it just pulls in the middle. So I think it just like rather than being
Oh,
like
I've
flatter,
seen those where it does look
it's
like
scrunchy.
It does look like your whole butt is a big butthole.
Right?
right?
No. What it looks like
Is that like those?
It looks like
it's a fucking the leggings that girls wear. Where, like it all has lines that come out. You were describing.
I know what you're talking about, but it's not.
It's not that?
It's not. This is the fabric. They scrunch it into the middle. Like it's like.
It sounds like you're describing.
No,
a butthole.
no, it's not that at all. It's like there's a line. What it does is it makes like a thong built into the leggings. So like the top like waistband like curves in, and then right down the middle in your crack is the fabric bunches up. Like it's almost like crinkled so that it like rides up your ass, and then so it all kind of like rounds your cheeks, I think. So it makes your butt like just look rounder. And so and then
I'm sorry. You can
so then there are all these skits on Instagram of like a wife who puts up like a hidden camera and is like, I got the new TikTok leggings and I'm going to surprise my husband. So I was like, because since we're like domestic life partners, I was like, I'll get a pair. We'll do a skit for the next KFC radio show where I put them on and John walks in and the husband's always like, damn girl, like what, you all caked up. Where'd you get those? So I ordered them, and it's like I don't know if we can go through with this.
Wait, so I want to know what was really going through your mind when you bought them, because it wasn't just for me.
For you?
Yeah,
It was for the
wasn't
skit.
just
Oh,
for
you mean
our
I bought it
skit.
for like myself?
Like they were
Yeah.
like that wasn't the 100% reason.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, you think I want to wear them myself?
I think you wanted maybe like, all right, let's see what this is all about.
Well, I've always been telling you that I'm caked up.
I
Now
know.
I want to prove it. But
But it was 100% for a skit.
Yeah, John, if you think I'm just gonna, I'll say this: I ordered them not with the intent of wearing them, but they're comfortable as fuck. You might catch me alone in my house rocking some leggings now. Not these ones because I don't. The scrunchy thing up your ass it's not comfortable. But the rest, oh heavens, the girls have got it figured out right now. The girls are way ahead in the game. I think they have found a way to have wildly comfortable clothes that are also hot and then are also somehow acceptable to just wear out all the time. It's a great gig right now to be a girl.
But we still got beards.
That's true. That is true, but they are similar in a way. It's like this beard will take your ugly face and just make it decent, and these pants will take like your flat pancake butt and make it decent. Which is, I mean, a guy's face in a girl's ass.
Can we put your butt up here?
Do you have the picture?
Yeah, I do.
Kevin took his own ass picking.
That was the funniest part was not only putting them on, but I took a picture.
Did you do the over the shoulder? Like,
No, I did. So, and then I learned how to take like an ass picture. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to make this cheek pop. But then I was like, oh, you got to take it from the other angle. If you're making your right cheek pop, you got to hold it to the right, Jackie?
Jackie's
nodding.
nodding.
Yeah. You would think if you're trying to make your right cheek pop, you would take it from the right side. But if you take it from the left side, you see that shit pop. So I actually showed it to Casey, and I like made up like a little backstory about like it being a girl's ass, and she just bought it and like didn't even flinch, which is. I don't think great. I don't think you want that to be your. I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that you got a woman's ass?
I mean, I'm told that
Like,
I have
I
women's.
just texted it to you.
I'm told I have women's legs all the time, so I guess you put us both.
That's because you don't
together.
have any fucking hair on them, right? Jackie, I'm gonna send it to you too. No, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Actually,
Never mind.
You turned on, Zach?
It's annoying that you're a guy and you don't
Come to the mic.
sorry. You just don't deserve like to have an ass.
What? Men can't have asses too?
Fine, but like I'm a white girl. It's just annoying that like you like are blessed and I have to do like fucking 50 squats a day if I want to be like I'm gonna stop talking.
Blessed. Fucking blessed.
I mean,
That's
it's,
right.
It's an ass up there, but it also
Just hearing you like being like, oh my god, like my ass is just too fat. It's so embarrassing as a guy. It's like offensive to me.
Yeah, I get that. It's like I don't even want it. You see what I'm saying though? How these pants work with like it's like a built-in.
Yeah, I can
like,
kinda
it's
see
like
it.
it's stitched like a thong almost. So it's like, yeah. I mean, listen, I don't need this thing at all. This thing is totally just totally useless. Nobody wants this.
I'm just saying, like picturing like how many pictures did you take?
Like 4.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, no, I didn't do like a full photo shoot.
Okay.
I was like, and then that one, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one that looked as much like a female as possible to see if I could like trick people.
And so far
trick
you
I did.
have.
Yeah, I mean, well then,
I'm putting this on the thumbnail, and when people get to this part of the show and realize it's your ass, that's going to be amazing.
so I showed it to Bailey, and I was like, yo, I'm thinking about bringing back Guess That Ass. Can you put this on the site? And his reaction was so weird, right?
I think he thought you were showing him like
just like a girl's ass,
like a sext or something like that.
Because he was like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like waiting to kind of tell him, and he was like, yeah, whatever, I'll post it, and walked away. And I was like, well, that was a weird exchange, and I never really got to the point. So yeah, Bailey just thinks I'm just showing him like random pictures of girls' asses. And then he comes walking back over 5 minutes later, and he's like, wait, was that your ass? And I was like, yes, thank you for clearing this up, because I don't know what you were walking around thinking anymore.
You should
so
put
I'm
that
basically
on
playing a
OnlyFans.
dangerous game. So that's what he said.
yeah, put it
He
on
was
the
like, Put
OnlyFans
it on the
and-
Barstool OnlyFans.
and just put guess that Barstool employee's ass.
Yeah.
And never tell the answer.
That's the thing. I don't want the answer being told. I mean, what do we fucking...
Yeah.
You know, there's like 200 people on the OnlyFans,
a
but keep it a
tip-
secret from them.
You should like
That's a tip. Jesus Christ.
use the under angle a little bit more.
I was just gonna ask you if you used any under angle.
No, because that's the other thing, and the other reason why I don't know if we can even go through with my original idea here for the skit. They are wildly inappropriate from the front. Wildly. Like, just
I was
not
gonna go the
only-
under angle. I couldn't get my balls out of the way.
Honestly, from the under angle, you probably would have seen some sack. It would have been a disaster. From the front is like, it's not only is it just like a bulge, but it's like you can see tips and balls. It's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole fucking thing, man. It
Yo,
is.
I remember the first time I put on. They're not like women's leggings. They're just like compression pants.
God, sorry.
but
They're
they-
comfortable, right?
Yeah, they're very comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
But just a pair of like Nike compression pants. I was going to do yoga, and I was just like, I'm just gonna wear compression pants in yoga. And
You went out in public?
no,
like
no,
that?
I didn't because I
okay,
looked in the,
yeah.
I looked in the mirror. I checked the mirror first.
you're like, no.
But I was just like they were white compression pants. I was like, not even you could see outlines. You could just see my cock and balls. Like, it was just like it's white spandex stretch. It's just like you could just see my fucking dick.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to go into yoga with like fucking shorts over. I could have just changed into regular shorts. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm wearing the leggings today. I'm already committed to
Yeah,
wearing
you
this
put
outfit
shorts
today.
over the pants,
so I put
right?
shorts
yeah.
over it.
The one time I've exercised in the last like 5 years, I went out to the store and I got I got the sneakers, I got the shorts, I got whatever, and then I grabbed some of those shorts, those pants, and I did the shorts over the pants. And I remember not only did it just like was comfortable as fuck, but Captain Cons was like, this actually makes you look semi-athletic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they're magic. They're fucking magic. No wonder girls have just been wearing them for a long time now. But yeah, the front is just gonna be. I don't know if we can do it.
Just because there's a penis there.
Yep.
Cut it off.
There is a. Cut it off.
Get it turned into a vagina.
I was like, if I do it, like Jackie can't be in the room. I don't think anybody can be in the room. There can't be any cameras from the front. Like Zach definitely can't be in the room because I know he's getting turned on. I fucking know it. I look like Army Hammer, and now I got a fat ass. Zach wants to fuck me, and that's why he gets all uncomfortable.
No, it looks too much like a woman's ass. Man. Don't worry.
Zach did want to fuck me, and then he saw my woman's ass, and he was like, "Nah, I'm out."
It looks too much like a woman's ass. That was fucking funny, Zach.
Heavens to Betsy, we're getting weird. So I did that right after doing 1 Minute Man about Lola Bunny. So I was like,
I forgot about Lola Bunny.
I'm sitting here wearing women's leggings, talking about fucking an animated bunny. That's what I call work. That's my career, folks.
It's a call back to last episode. Just wait till you tell your son.
God damn it.
Tell him you're a fucking bank robber or something.
By the time Keegan's of age, there'll be like Space Jam 3, right? And then Lola Bunny will be like an androgynous bunny with like,
Were people having fun with it, or were some people like actually upset? Like, why doesn't the cartoon have tits anymore?
I think it was mostly
It's like, oh, you changed your body. That's weird.
it was just that they like made a point. Like it was kind of announced, I think. Like if they just made Lola Bunny look like that now, I think it'd be like whatever. It would be obvious what they were doing. But like the TMZ article said, like, quote, less sexualized. So that means somewhere, somebody along the lines put out like a release, or there was a press conference or a question and answer where they specified, yes, we've made Lola less sexual, which is just so funny to think that they're in a boardroom and they're like, okay, like number one, like we got to make sure that like LeBron fan, like number one, LeBron versus MJ. The big issue here, what do we do with the fans? Are they going to like LeBron? Number two, the jerseys. Like the jerseys were so iconic. Number three, Lola Bunny was too fucking hot. And you got a boardroom full of people being like, in the 90s, kids were jerking off to Lola Bunny. And there's some, Johnson from, the art department's got his glasses on. He's like, her tits were just huge. Her waist was tiny. That ass was fat, Smith. That ass was fat. And they're like, yes, we got to figure this out. So now it's like so over the top. She's like, it's such a stark difference. And if you look, I saw a clip of, in Space Jam 1 when she like, first comes into the gym, it's like this sultry saxophone music, and like she's like
eyes are popping out,
the ooga, the tongue rolls on the floor. So they were definitely like, yeah, all the tunes want to fuck this girl. And I mean, yeah, listen, she's sexy as fuck, and I think
Wait, that's her on the left.
That's
the first one.
Yes.
Oh, guess what, guys? I don't find cartoons hot anymore.
Really?
I mean, like, I thought
more. So you concede that you used to.
Yeah. Oh, when I was a kid, like I was like, "Ooh, Lola Bunny's pretty," but like now that I would no business fucking Lola Bunny there.
You're such a prude little bitch.
I'm like, what
what happened to your fucking libido, John?
I'd have to see her in action. Well,
come on, you wouldn't fuck that? Click that and make it a little bigger so blind ass John can see it. Like, pull that up. Come on.
Okay, she looks much better there than the first picture.
Thick thighs save lives, man. Come on, she's hot as shit.
The right one, they're like, how can we make her uglier? She's got to be bow-legged for sure.
Yeah, look at that. She got legs like me. This looks like me. Look at that, like a little bit of like too big of hips, no tits, legs that are just like fucking straight down. If I was a cartoon bunny, I'd be Lola. I mean, that is a sad sight. They made her so blah, and that was my problem, John. You can be sexy and be an athlete. You're telling, so now there's some girl out there who's got hips and tits, and she's like, "What? I can't be an athlete. I gotta look like that when I'm on the court." I say let her be as sexy as she wants while she's balling.
I think
part of the problem, John. Warner Brothers is part of the problem.
I think part of the problem is what they did is they fucking. It should just make the men not fucking catcall her the whole time.
Yeah.
Keep her hot as hell and just keep your fucking eyes in your head,
no,
bro.
But see, that's what I mean. I said to Kate, I said, I want my cartoons. I want the auga horn. I want the tongue. When it falls and then it makes a staircase. It goes. I want that happening. I said, what are they going to do if they ever do another Incredibles? Can Mrs. Incredible not have that fatty dumper anymore?
I think also, like, how old is Lola Bunny? Because I don't want to be.
Let's hopefully say 18.
Okay.
If you're gonna fuck a bunny, that's an interesting question. Is there a legal age if you're gonna fuck an animal?
I think it's illegal no matter what.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Unless it's a fucking rat.
Again, if you're watching on the YouTube, the smirk on John's face is like,
I didn't like that at all.
So I did the 1 minute man, and I rattled off, like I said, that my final four has always been Lola, Ariel, Jasmine, and Jessica Rabbit. Somebody, by the way, tweeted me being like bold move including Jessica Rabbit. Like, that's the hottest cartoon like ever. What are you talking about? And it's certainly not like a bold
Actually,
move.
yeah, no, it's not. I was thinking she's human, but
yeah, most of them
are human. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense.
And then I rattled off 6 more to kind of round out off a top 10, and then it got me. So I went way back into the time machine, into the For Sure Not days when I did the tournament of smoke show cartoon characters. 2009, I did 60 fucking 4 smoke show cartoon characters ranging from like Disney princesses down to like Erin Esurance from the commercials. It had video games.
Erin Esurance was a weapon.
Fucking Kim Possible was sexy too. Yeah, Erin Esurance was super hot.
Oh wait, Kim Possible is who I'm thinking. Well, they both. It was like
Erin Esurance was like
it was just stolen from Kim Possible.
I think somebody stole from somebody because they're like very, very similar. So, I mean,
Do you have any anime in there?
I did video games, but not like anime.
Yeah, anime wasn't like a thing then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was a thing.
It wasn't. It wasn't a popular thing in the States.
And I mean, I had 16 seeds in there who were gross. You know, I had Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
The first opening.
Velma.
I did Daphne versus Velma was a 1 versus 16, and Daphne just smoked her. I had Miss Pac-Man. I was like, look at that mouth. You know what I mean? It's just not much to look at,
Yeah,
but that
fucking
mouth.
fart
You know,
eater.
yeah. I mean, I did like the St. Pauli's Girl cartoon. Yeah, I mean, nah, I was just trying to keep it moving. Enough of the room kind of went, oh man. But it brought back like one of my favorite memories that I have from doing the blog at Deloitte. We had one copier on the floor. We had 2 copiers, but one always broke. So we essentially always had one copier for the entire 15th floor of 2 World Financial Center. And they all had to do real work. They had to make copies and scan like fat fucking documents. So there was always like a little bit of a line. You always had to wait. It was actually
Wait in line to use a copier?
It was one of the worst spots to, like, small talk occurs because you can't leave and lose your spot, so you got to stay. And then it's just like, hey man, like waiting on. It was like being at the water cooler, but like for work, and you can't leave and you got to wait. And so there's a line, and I am sitting there scanning my bracket with Smoke Show cartoon characters to scan so I can have it as a JPEG to upload to my website. And I had like the blank one, and then I had to fill out the first round and scan it, and then I filled out the second round and scan it. So I had like brackets for each blog post. So I was sitting there like closing it, press copy, scan. Then you got to like put it in an email and send it. And then I pulled that out. I put the second round in. I do all this shit while like trying to hide it while these people were waiting online to do legitimate fucking work. And I'm sitting here like, don't mind me. It's just my 64 brackets of cartoons that I want to fuck that I'm gonna go give commentary on the internet for. I mean, could you imagine if I left one in the top tray or something like that?
That's definitely where I thought it was going.
I mean, that would be. I almost wish that happened just so I would either have to deny it or talk my way out of it or whatever. But it was like in old school when they're making the flyers for Mitchapalooza at work.
Yeah.
It was that just times 5,000.
Jackie, do girls as kids have like crushes on cartoons, right?
I can't like think of one that I did.
You didn't
But
have
it
a crush
was-
on one cartoon?
What cartoons did you watch?
I'm gonna say I don't think that I'm like.
I mean, think about it though. There's really not.
There's not
it's
like
pretty
a
big
hot,
double standard.
Like, name like a hot.
Oh,
male
I mean, like
cartoon.
Fucking every Disney princess.
Yeah, like Prince
Like, 3 of his
Eric.
were
Oh.
Disney princesses.
But I don't think it's like the
Two.
same as like you guys like hearing like guys talk about like
You don't want to fuck him.
this. Like exactly. Like I was never like.
You're like, oh, Prince Eric's
I'm like,
pretty.
oh, yeah.
He's handsome. But
I wish
she
he'd
wasn't
come
like,
save
Let
me
me
one
sit on
day."
that dick.
Yeah, exactly. Like it seems like that's.
Yeah. Well, that might just be a us thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to
mean, there
give
was
Lola
enough-
some of Michael's secret sauce, or was it?
Yeah. Secret stuff.
Secret
yeah.
stuff.
But I think that might be. I mean, the very first reaction was people reminiscing about like being like, "Oh, Lola Bunny's fucking hot," and then like this TMZ article came out about how Warner Brothers desexualized her, so that became the narrative. But the very first thing when it hit the internet was just people being like, Lola, like Lola's fucking hot."
Oh, people didn't realize it?
They. I guess it was more reminiscing about the first one, and yeah, I don't think the first reaction was like
if
they took
you
away her
hadn't
tits,
told
you
me, I
know.
wouldn't be like, Lola looks, because I haven't seen fucking Space Jam in
My
20
first reaction
years.
wouldn't be like, they took away her tits. Like, I noticed them. I mean, and once you see the side by side, you realize it. Once it's an article, you realize
Also,
it.
if
but-
you're not told anything, I don't think it matters. It's like seeing like a high school sweetheart, like for the first time in 20 years. Like
You
she
just
doesn't
see-
she doesn't look the same as she used to, but like
But in your brain, she
still
does.
looks
Absolutely.
amazing. No matter.
I think
like-
that's like
unless it's either like, oh, she lost a leg.
Yeah,
and then
it's gotta be
she looks
stark.
she looks significantly different.
Yeah.
Versus
But
just,
I
like-
think that's something like your brain actually tricks you. Like the image like you're seeing in your head. I think it's like some shallow Hal shit. It's like we could look at the same girl, and if I went to middle school with her, I'd be like, "Oh my god!" And
I've
you'd be
done
like,
that
"What
with
are
high
you
school
talking
girls
about?"
before, where it's just like it actually wasn't even high school girls; it was younger than that. But it's like I saw her again, and I was like, "Oh god damn! Like what up?" And then like because I saw her again, I followed her on Instagram, and I was like, "That's not what I saw last night at all."
Yeah, right.
And that rarely happens that you see something on Instagram that it does not
That's
match
worse.
what you'd seen. You're
It's like,
God, that's not what she looked like last
It's
night.
like it's like nostalgia goggles. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
You see like the 7th, 8th grade version or whatever. So yeah, Lola is not as hot, and the youngins will never know what it's like to kind of be sexually confused about a goddamn bunny rabbit. And that's probably for the best.
Neither do I.
probably-
I was never confused. I wanted a fucking bunny.
There was no fucking confusion, man. So I'll watch Space Jam 2 and I will shed a tear pour one out, shed some tears for Lola Bunny not being as hot.
The best thing to watch Space Jam 2 in, so I've heard.
What's that?
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's going to be bare bottom clothing.
The Scotsman's here.
Yes, sir. It's the bare bottom clothing. I'll tell you this here, lad. Yeah, a couple lads here just staying around talking, having a beer on a
pint
on a Monday afternoon like a fucking good boy. Are you looking sharp in that shirt, I might say?
Brother, top to bottom, bare bottom. Since I'm in his chair, I'll do the John. I'll get up.
Yeah, get up there.
This
This
violates my rule. I'm off the ground, John.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
the
gonna come
bare
over there and
bottom.
fucking kick the chair. I got half of mine too.
I got the shirt on, the flannel button up. I got the joggers on, which is like, I usually kind of shy away from the joggers because I'm old, But they're like black denim joggers, so it's kind of like jeans, half joggers. The perfect amount of like pinch at the ankle, where you don't look like a total asshole, but you don't look like you're wearing like wide leg jinkos. And the flannel's got some good weight to it. So the bare bottom, I usually wear the comfortable bare bottom. But then now I'm diving into like the stylish bare bottom, so they can do it all. You get their long sleeve t-shirts; it's the most comfortable shit you've ever worn.
The t-shirts are impossible to fucking match. I'm losing the voice here because I'm not staying with it. But the t-shirts are just fucking. I actually had to look into the tag. I'm out. Yeah. I had to look into the tagline. I got to say a few words to get back into it. Here we are. I had to look into the fucking tag to be like, what is this t-shirt made of? It's just too comfortable. I never felt anything like it in my life. And that's why it's fucking good to have now with, the winter's ending. The coronavirus is ending. I'm Aussie now, I think.
Yep. I reckon.
Well, I think I'm an Aussie. I'll stick with it. And it's time to get back out there. And you put on your good clothes.
Honestly, it is. I'm going out. I'm gonna go to dinner tonight. I actually put on some real fucking clothes for a change, and it feels good.
Sharp. Yeah. So you gotta go out there. You gotta go find yourself a new bird, right? And you gotta go out there. You gotta say, hey, look, babe. The winter, the long hibernation's go over.
You know what you gotta say? You gotta say, I want to see your bare bottom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Get me right down under.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And with bare bottom right now, with the KFC radio guys, they're gonna help you out. You go to barebottom.com, code KFC, right? You get
barebottomclothing.com.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I fucked that up.
I fucked that up a couple times too.
Yeah, it's barebottomclothing.com. And use the code KFC. Get complete free shipping on your first order. It's a great fucking free shipping. Everyone likes to. I'll tell you what, as someone who I got a fucking service shop down under, right? Got a couple t-shirts, and then people love to fucking bitch about my
fucking
prices.
you hit the fucking right.
Every time they're like, oh, this is a high fucking shipping price. Say, look, lad, this is what it costs my mate, right? If I could give it to you free, I could, but I got to keep the fucking lights on here. And luckily, fucking bare bottom clothing,
free shipping.
They're just gonna give you free shipping. Don't have to worry about it. Don't have to send them an email. Don't have to fucking tweet at them. They're like, oh, I wish this was cheap, but no. We're giving it to you for fucking free. We're nice couple fucking guys. Winter's over. Get your fucking nice clothes on.
You almost went like Brooklyn Italian there for a second. These fucking guys.
And this ad reads over before I lose it again.
Is Jim Jeffries Australian?
Yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say you sound a lot like Jim Jeffries, and I wasn't sure if he was like British or Australian. Knocked it out of the park. We went Brooklyn Italian, we went Scotsman, we went Australian, we nailed it. So we're doing top fives today. Top 5 movies to cry at. And I mean, I might have to add Space Jam because I'll be like just weeping the whole time knowing that, Lola Bunny's no longer a smoke show. But I'm going first today.
Okay.
Because I got to take my pick. I got to have it. I got to have Only the Brave. It's just my weeping movie.
A good one.
Only the Brave, Miles Teller, true story. They're the Hot Shots, California wildfire firemen. And, I guess we kind of have to do spoilers for this, right?
It's a true story. I don't believe in the spoilers on true stories.
Okay. So
I didn't know it was a true story going into it.
But there's a scene where Miles Teller is like not on the job at the moment. He's like, I think he's kind of suspended for like bad behavior almost. So he's not out there with his boys. And this wildfire.
No, you're wrong. First of all, we're gonna go hard spoilers. So if you haven't seen this, skip forward. He was out there. He was on lookout.
Okay.
Remember that? He gets picked up in like a
but I
John
think he's
Deere
on
tractor.
lookout because he like wasn't.
No,
I thought he was like on the outs with the team.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because I thought that was when he was being like an asshole and like he needed to learn from Josh Brolin and shit like that. But either way, so he's not there and the whole team gets fucking wiped out. They do this thing where they put their like foil tent over them that like helps you out a little bit, but not when this fucking fire like engulfs them. And then there's a scene where all the fucking family members of the firemen go to like the local high school gym to wait and see because they lost all contact. And so they're waiting, like maybe a couple of them will come home and they're just waiting to see like the door open and see their family come through. And Miles Teller walks through because he's the only one who wasn't there. And it just signals to everybody that they're all fucking dead and he's the only one who made it. And puddle. Like shirt getting wet from crying, like couldn't breathe from crying at a goddamn, looking at a little TV screen, just sobbing. And he's like, he feels guilty and they're crying because they see him. So it's almost like mean towards him, but it's because they miss their It's the most gut-wrenching scene I've ever seen, and it's real, which is the worst fucking part of it all. So it's probably not the most memorable cry movie that you've heard of.
I think everyone's gonna be disappointed by our list. I imagine. Maybe not you.
No, I got some classics in there. I think,
don't have any classics.
but Only the Brave is like, if you haven't seen it, it's a good movie too. But if you do watch it, buckle the fuck up for that scene.
Okay, my number one is Miracle. Obviously, it ruined the relationship. It's just on one thing I learned.
One day, you know what? Okay, hang on. Yeah, keep going.
It's just on one thing I learned. It was I cried so hard in front of a woman that she decided she could no longer be in love with me over this movie. So yeah, that's it. That's Miracle. I mean, like Miracle isn't even just like I don't have a cry scene. I just cry the entire
The whole time.
I cry the entire.
A lot of it's like tears of joy and motivation.
Oh, it's
you
all
know,
it's
all
all
of it
like
almost,
it's
you
all
know?
like remembering like hockey stuff with like years when I was younger and like.
But that's what it is that you're actually it's personal. Like I would cry the same way that like you might tear up at the national anthem at a big game, and it's not because you just get emotional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like movies like that, sports, pageantry, the backstory of these guys. You cry. You're crying because you're thinking about like you and hockey, and your life, and that's why you end up sobbing. From
And
it.
I'm a failure. Yeah.
Okay, my number 2 pick is the one thing I learned where John cries at Miracle and then gets broken up by his girlfriend. It's just the most gut-wrenching, sad scene you've ever watched. It's just this kid, he shared a vulnerable moment with his girlfriend, and she just stomped all over him 2 days later. And then he had the most awkward breakup of all time where all he wanted to do was just get out of it with a little bit of pride and backfired, shot himself in the foot. And he's crying and puking, and I'm crying and puking.
I'm not puking. I'm just
dribbling.
I'm just drooling.
Really, I mean, the one thing I learned in series, there's a lot of there's some decent tear scenes in there.
Oh, is that really your number 2?
Yes, that's really my number 2. Yeah.
All right, well, you open yourself up then. I wrote this down just in case. I figured it would be gone. Armageddon. I mean, Armageddon is an ultimate cry for me. It is actually still to this day
one scene, to be honest. I don't think it's a crime movie, but it's the scene.
Yeah. I mean, if you cry once in a movie, it's a crime movie.
Agreed. Yeah.
Like Miracle was an exception to the rule there.
Yeah.
But if you cry one time in a movie, because there's
and then
only
if you cry multiple times, then it's like a fucking, then it's like this is masochistic. You know?
Yeah. And obviously we're talking about Bruce Willis saving the world, talking to
Harry.
This is the one that I honestly think I've probably seen that movie 50 times. Also, do you know what the weirdest part about that movie is the opening scene when the asteroid bits first come in?
Smokes that guy.
Smokes the guy, but it just looks exactly like 9/11.
Oh yeah, does it?
They're two. See if you can pull it up, Nick.
I actually just watched it recently, and there's Eddie Griffin is arguing with like the fat who's selling T-Rex toys on the corner, something that like does not.
Bro, I
happen
walked by
in New York City, and he just the asteroid hits an individual human, and he just pow gets blown up.
I was walking by on 6th Avenue the other day, and it was just like it was the most random collection of things being sold at the same time I'd ever seen in my life. Where it was just like, at first it was just like 4 guys hanging out smoking weed, and I think like they're just on. It's on the corner like 6th and or like 32nd and 6th or something like that. And it was just like 6 guys, 6 guys hanging out smoking weed. And I think they all decided like, look, if we're gonna be here, we might as well sell stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just like everyone bring 5 things from home today, and it was just like 2 pairs of boxers like still in their underwear, and then it was like some fucking wrenches, some wrench bits.
It's just like selling garbage.
Some like headphones with like not in a box. There was like a couple like a bike lock. It was just like, hey, what do you guys need? What do you need?
Yeah, I need a bike lock. That's what I'm looking for right now on the street corner.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy just gets fucking whacked with an asteroid. It's nuts. Zap! Individual victim of a fucking fireball falling from space.
Bro, look how old those
the cars. I
are.
know. It's always the
Crazy.
cop cars. They did that in Home Alone too. But yeah, this is like not that old of a movie, right? When did it come out?
I mean,
Like,
I don't think I saw it in
look
theaters.
Yeah, like
Like-
why do they look that old? But yeah, this scene, like the
But
whole world
skip
just gets
forward a bit,
whacked,
Nick. Like
man.
it's basically like the wrapping up of the asteroid attack or the asteroid thing. There's just like kind of like an outward scene of like the destruction it's caused in New York City, and it's just like the 2 Twin Tower buildings like on fire. It's very weird. There it is.
Yikes!
Right?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Maybe I got the idea. Jesus fucking Christ. My number 3 pick. I'm going to go with. I got a bunch on my list. I cried a lot of movies. I'm going to go with John Q.
When was the last time
You are
watched-
not. I am not gonna bury my son. You're gonna bury me. I mean, that is. And I have not seen that since becoming a father. I don't think I could watch it.
I was gonna say.
I don't think I would get through
it. Were you like, all right, I got a son now? Time to watch John Q.
No, I don't think I'll do it. I don't think I will subject myself to that. I was like emotional about that as like a kid with like not a responsibility in the world. Thinking about now, if I like had to do that for my son and the way he's got the gun to his head and he's like made peace with killing himself so his son can have his heart. I mean that's I think it's nobody else in the world would pick that as like their favorite Denzel performance.
It's a great.
But it's awesome, and it's just a cool movie. It's just it's a ridiculous concept, but it's fucking awesome. Eddie Griffin in that one as well. But yeah, that whole speech, like I'm not gonna bury my son. My son's gonna bury me. Woo, baby! And when he does like the weightlifting thing, he's like, "Let me see your muscles." man."
Yeah.
I'm gonna start crying now thinking about it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with weird choice, given that I just forced us to point out the 9/11 scene in Armageddon. Remember Me. I actually cried. That's the Pierce Brosnan and Robert Pattinson. It's the one. That's another.
That's
one.
the one that ends with the
9/11.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't cry at that. I actually laugh at that because it's so preposterous. But I remember when I was in college, my mom recommended. No, I'm sorry. When I was done with college, not graduated, but I just like didn't have a job and didn't do anything really except like write and like try and blog and do this kind of shit.
Right.
And my mom saw that movie and told me that it reminded her of me. And then she's like, it reminds me a lot of like you. Like you should watch it. And it's just this kind of kid who doesn't give a fuck and likes to drink and write and whateher.
And then he dies in 9/11.
And like he also has a bad relationship with his father, which I don't have. But it's not like
Always baffling sometimes, man.
And I was like, I watched it and I cried a lot. So like there were definitely similarities. Where it was like, okay, I could definitely see myself in this scene. Like that would make me cry, and I can see myself doing this, and that would make me cry. And then like at the end, I just started laughing out loud. Just
That ending is just
like, what the fuck, mom?
Yeah, like really, mom?
Like,
That ending will make you laugh like out loud no matter what. If someone has just directly compared you to that, I mean, forget about it. I'm gonna go to the animated front. Fox and the Hound. Have you ever seen that movie? Do you know the premise of that movie?
I don't.
It is.
Wait, maybe it's an older one,
sickening.
right?
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking Fantastic Mr. Fox.
No.
Which is Clooney's animated movie.
Fox and the Hound is a sickening Disney
This I
film.
think I have
It's
seen,
like
but-
a fox and a hound who, when they're pups, meet each other and become friendly. And then as they become like teenagers, if you will, it's like, no, you guys are professionally opposed. Like we hunt foxes and hounds have to like go, like kill the fox and you guys can't be friends anymore. and they're just kind of like, why can't we be friends, Fox? Why can't we be friends, Hound? And it is, I'm like, well, who called for this movie? What's the lesson here for the children?
Well, hang on.
That's-
How does it end?
I don't really remember. I don't think
Okay,
they.
well, if it ends with them being friends, then
I don't think it does.
Okay.
I think it ends.
I don't think it does. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Really?
There's an old woman who's like owns the Hound, who's like, I think she dies at one point. But no, I don't think there's a happy ending. And there's just so many scenes of like, why can't we just be friends? And they're like, because the world won't let you. Like, you have to kill each other. It's like, Jesus Christ
Yeah,
on the cross.
it's not a happy ending.
Yeah. I think one of them dies, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think
they don't kill each other though. That's better at least.
I mean, killing a, that's what, I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be on your list, but Bambi's probably on some people's lists. Like,
Yeah.
killing animals in like a cartoon or in a movie is pretty fucking. You're guaranteed waterworks, and I think almost a cheap gimmick. It's like, you know what you're doing here. Fuck off.
So my number 4, Gladiator. Gladiator,
Classic.
The fucking speech, the fucking
I mean, the mother and son hanging. When he finds them dead. When he's holding their feet, that's actually great acting because there's snot. He's crying and there's snot. It's like that's how. If you ever saw your kid and wife burnt and hanging, you wouldn't just be like. You'd be like.
that's actually a multiple crime movie.
Yeah, that's a really good
that
one.
should
That's
be
up
a
there.
Higher,
Yep.
That should be higher.
That's a
a
great one.
multiple crime movie. Also, real quick, I just watched a video on Russell Crowe explaining how he almost like crack science, explaining how he taught Ed Sheeran to drink without hangovers, and it's the most dad thing ever, which is like he's just really firing up this concoction of how you can just this drink that doesn't give you hangovers, and at the end of the day, thank you, Jack. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's just water.
He's just drink more
he's
water.
He's like, now what you want to do is you take a little of the tequila there, right? You do the fucking silver, and you pour it over ice, right? And you let that sit there for about 15 minutes, and then you put in some passion fruit juice, and then after that, 15 more minutes sitting there, and then you pour that over new ice, and then you put in a bunch of new water. With
Water it down.
Right? And he's like, and Sheeran, Ed's drinking. He calls me the next morning, 5 a.m. He says, Ross, I feel great.
Yeah, it's because you had gallons of water and only a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah. I said, Ed, the secret's hydration. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And it's like a video that has 2 million views.
Yeah.
Rudy showed it to me, being like, yo, you gotta see this fucking how Russell Crowe drinks. It's like, I think he called it it's like crackhead drinking. It's crazy science. I was like, it's just watered down drinks, man.
By the way, that was a good Australian accent. Yeah. Nailed that one there. All right, my final pick. I have personally for me, I probably would go Field of Dreams for that one moment. Hey, Dad, you want to have a catch? But I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to go with simply the most gratuitous, sad movie of all time, Stepmom.
Stepmom.
Have you ever seen Stepmom?
No.
Julia Roberts, Susan Sarandon. I think Susan Sarandon has cancer and dies, and then Julia Roberts takes over as the stepmom, and it's just deplorably sad. It's like, what are you even doing to us here? There's kids and moms dying and moms taking over, and I think there's a scene. I've only seen it the one time because I was like, I'll never subject myself to this again. I think there's a scene where Susan Sarandon tells Julia Roberts to kind of take the torch and take care of my kids, and it's just oh my fucking God, who wrote this? This is just disgusting. That movie is a cry from start to finish. You'll just cry. It's just
you
a
have
steady
very,
cry the whole time.
eclectic cry mix.
Oh yeah, I got cartoons, I got chick flicks, I got action movies, I got it all. Stepmom is disgusting, and I can't even imagine if you have a dead mom. No, forget it.
Okay, my number 5 is, I think people are gonna be I cry when I watch Rudy. I just don't watch Rudy a lot. You know what I mean? These other ones are movies I see kind of regularly.
Rudy's going to be on a lot of guys' lists. So it's Brian's song.
Never seen Brian's song.
The sports ones are up there, but
it would be disingenuous for me to put Rudy on the list.
Right.
It would be
Right.
people would probably get mad that it's on someone's list, but
right. That's why
again,
I
I
mentioned
cry when I
Field of
watch it.
Dreams,
It's just
but-
not I don't watch it a ton.
Right.
And
right.
although as I'm saying all this, the movie, the one I'm going to put for number 5, I don't watch a ton either, but it's P.S. I Love You. P.S. I Love You with Gerard Butler.
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
It's Gerard Butler and Hilary Swank.
Yes.
And it is.
That's a letter from
he's
a
dead.
Yes.
He's dead, and he sends her to Ireland to be
brutal.
I want, and wants her to experience Ireland and
Yes.
his I think it's
Horrendous.
Ireland. Maybe it's Scotland. I forget.
Truly horrific.
It's Ireland.
It's Ireland,
They
but
do
he's
that
Scottish.
Irish.
It's
So
like
why don't they just do it in Scotland?
It's like your accent. Is it Irish? Is it Scottish? I don't know. I can't tell. It's one of the two. I
Yeah,
mean,
and all the notes are P.S. I love you. It is. I'm actually tearing up right now thinking about it.
Yep.
Next subject.
I mean, some people will throw out the Notebook, same sort of thing
Haven't
with the
seen it.
letters.
Never seen the Notebook.
The Notebook is
It's
more of a
crazy that I've
good
never
chick
seen The
flick.
Notebook,
It's definitely
but-
sad, but I had Homeward Bound on my list as well. There's that sad scene with Shadow. Click by Adam Sandler is a
never seen it.
grossly emotional movie that you just don't expect to get from Adam Sandler.
I think what I'm learning is I largely avoid emotional movies.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
like I don't.
Smart man.
I like accidentally.
Manchester
cry
by the
during-
Sea, where John just fucking knee slaps it up. That's a fucking
Not
funny
a
movie.
sad movie.
Marley and
An
Me.
uplifting movie about
the
moving
dog.
on through life. Never seen Marley and Me.
Yeah, that one I didn't subject myself to. And Ladder 49 was another one that I wept in theaters. The only time I've ever cried in theaters. Ladder 49 I watched like after 9/11 in theaters with my buddy who lost his dad in 9/11, and I was crying more than him. He was always like stoic about everything. He was just watching that movie, just eating it, and I was a couple of people down. We went to as a whole big group, and I had like the girls in our group like giving me tissues. I was like, in public crying is a whole other fucking scene.
This isn't quite. I didn't cry during this or anything like that. But when one of my best friends lost his mother, and me and another one of our best friends drove up there to like not console him, but just be like, like be with him until the wake and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just like I don't really go console. It's like I'm good to have around when you don't want to think about it.
Right.
I'm not
I'll take
gonna-
your mind off it. Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
If we're
be
gonna
like
talk
the guy
about it,
who-
not your guy.
Yeah, I'm not the guy. But, so it's actually the friend who we are is the guy I talk about. We're a good tag team. We're a good team.
Yeah.
But we were like, let's get his mind off it. Let's go to the movies. And we went to go see Get Rich or Die Trying.
And then mom dies right away.
Opening scene, they're burying his mom. I was like, well, we fucked that one up, boys.
Certainly didn't get the mind off it there. All right, voicemails.
Voicemails are brought to you by Miller Lite. Let's hear from the people at Miller. Oh, well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Milwaukee, the great state of Miller Lights. I don't think I know exactly what a Milwaukee accent sounds like.
Definitely
I
not.
think I'm going between a little bit of Minnesota, maybe.
Yeah,
And
don't
then,
you know?
well, just
Eh?
the Great Lakes region, yeah.
You're also dogging like this.
Yeah, don't know why. Don't know why, my friend, yeah. Just fucking... think I'm just doing a little bit of melding of like the whole Canadian, little Great Lake, maybe anyone who's ever fucking played hockey for just a little bit.
Yeah.
That kind of accent is what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Because those are the fucking
Sure.
good people. Those are the people I like.
Those are the beer drinkers.
Those are the fucking beer drinkers, friend.
It's a little Irish too.
Those are
You're gonna end up in the brogue by the end of it. I can tell. Yep.
But look here, the point is that, don't say y'all. We don't say y'all in Wisconsin.
Now we're just going right down south. Because down south you drink your beers too.
But the point is, what I'm trying to get to here is that COVID times are probably a changing, right? We're
Times
probably
are
time to go out,
a-changing,
get
don't
back
you know?
out there,
Oh, don't
get
you
with
know?
your friends, have a couple pops, yeah.
Couple salty pops.
Yeah, have a couple, two or few, right? And you're gonna want to have a good beer to share good
But
times.
the problem is, too many calories in those beers.
Lots of calories in most of those beers. You got your fuck friends showing up with their IPAs and their flannel shirts and all that shit, saying, "Hey, you gotta have one of these. I got a fucking bare bottom on, bud." And I'm like, "Look, friend, I'm in here for the great tasters, the less fillings. That's what's for me. I want a nice 96 calorie."
No. What about the carbs?
No, only 3.2, my guy.
Well, for what? Per sip?
Nah, per can.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to
12
me either.
ounces, only 96
No,
calories.
me, I'm
Put
just
your
a
carbs.
I'm just a lonely woodsman. But these guys over here, the scientists, they know what they're doing, right? You have a fucking Miller Lite's the kind of beer you can drink in the morning with a nice pancake, in the afternoon with a turkey sandwich, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can have that on a fucking dinner with a big old steak, and you can sit around a fire, maybe an ice fishing. You can sit around a fire ice fishing, dangerous game, yeah. And you can sit around a fire ice fishing till the wee hours of the morning. That's how a great taste of less filling will hit you.
Dangerous game, yeah.
You want to do this? You want to get these fucking?
Where can I get 'em,
These
though?
beauty beers. You can get these over at MillerLite.com/KFC. That's MillerLite.com/KFC.
KFC. Find out where it get delivered. Find out where they're selling near you. It's just the most scientifically sound.
Now, should I be irresponsible about it?
Gavin, you fucking better not, or I'm gonna come out of these woods with an axe and cut your goddamn head off.
Oh, Miller Lite. Great taste with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. However, you and your friends are enjoying Miller time, you can have the original light beer delivered by going to MillerLite.com/KFC and find the delivery options near you. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Let's go, voicemails.
All right, we're about to get into our voicemails here on KFC Radio, but if you're looking for more content from me, head over to the Kevin Clancy channel. New episodes out every Wednesday.
What up, Feits? KFC, Jackie, everybody but Nick. How many times do you guys think you've done something that has completely ruined a stranger's day, or you've gone home and just shit talk you because you cut them off, you did something that just pissed them off? Thanks, guys. Viva.
Well, we need to be, first of all, more specific about this, because I have ruined a stranger's day
Every day since the last 10 years.
every single day for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I have ruined someone's day.
Which I kind of like.
Yeah, I know.
I
I don't intentionally do it.
Yeah, I don't get off on the hater stuff, but when you phrase it that way, like the fact that there are people who hate us, who really don't like us being successful, they don't like us popping up on their feeds and on their social media, and knowing that they go home with their day being a little worse, kind of like that.
And I'm not even talking about like haters. I'm talking about like Barstool fans have just hated something I did.
Yeah,
every single day.
Yeah,
for the last 10 years, without question. Like there's just. It could be something as innocuous as the shirt I wore that day.
Right,
but
exactly.
It is like,
but what about like something like your behavior? You know, a person that you've interacted with, run into.
I think that's very rare. I think I've very, very rarely, because for the same reason that the same reason here. I'm trying to think how I'm trying to say this. Like here, I have never. I'm trying to be as like fun and likable and funny as I can be.
I said
and some
to
people
these,
just detest that.
I said, well, okay.
And like when I'm in public, I'm trying to be as nice and funny and polite as I possibly
Some people
can
are like,
be.
just shut the fuck up.
And like, but like that, I just feel like that's like
can rub you the wrong way.
I just think that I think that happens far less just with strangers in public.
Oh,
than it does with someone like an entertainer or whatever.
I was saying to these young bucks, like, you kind of in certain ways you'll hear me at my worst on podcasts, because that's when I treat this like my own therapy session. So, we're here to talk about life. As you get older, things happen, crazy shit happens in life. So that things we're talking about is like heavy sometimes, and I'm giving my opinions on them and all that, and like I'm kind of getting things off my chest, whatever it may be. Speaking about like lightning rod type topics where it's like you're going to be on one side or the other, so you're guaranteed to have 50% of people hate you. I do all that here, and then off camera, off mics, just in my everyday life with friends and family, I'm not like that at all.
Right.
I'm just like chill. I'm laid back. I don't. Sometimes I don't even talk because I talk so much.
I very rarely talk.
Yeah. So like the people that I run into, he said cut off. Like I probably piss people off with my driving. That probably does happen. But like other than that, my interactions with like cashiers and people at stores, I'm always like very laid back. I
would bet with everyone.
The only thing is road rage, where I might like get a little bit like, no, that's my right away. But everywhere else, I'm very much like, no, you go first. So I'll get that for you. Or hey, like, what can I get you? All of that shit. So I think I'm actually pretty accommodating. God bless you. With my everyday life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would bet with everyone I interact with, like, not on a daily basis, but like, if you were following me around and like talk to a waitress after I went to a restaurant, and you were like, did you know? You went up to her and you're like, did you know that like just a shitload of people
hate that guy? Yeah,
hate
I
that
agree,
dude's guts.
Agreed. That's
why.
why.
Like, what? Why?
I do think the people that do like me online will always, if they're sending something nice. So all the hate I get is public. All the love you get is private. There are always people like DMing, being like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know, like I really like you," and they're all always like, I don't know why you get so much hate. Because the people who do recognize that about us are probably like, what don't you like about those guys? Like they just like dick around and like fuck, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing to hate really, you know? But the people who do hate us like fuck are like, no, well, did you hear what they said about Dr. Seuss? And it's like, ah. But it just depends on how you view us. If you view us and you hate us,
I think
if you like us, you're probably like, what's there to even hate?
I think oddly enough, people don't like us. I would think the reason people wouldn't like us, and this is gonna sound crazy, especially considering your Twitter night last night. I don't think we're combative enough.
You might want to speak for yourself on that one.
Yeah, I guess it's probably for
Just
me.
for you,
I saw like after we did our thing the other day.
I'm for sure combative.
Our what do you call it? Our fucking trivia, the dozen.
Yeah.
And I guess I got tweets that like Kirk was like I love fights or whatever he said. He's just like he just doesn't give a fuck. Like it's actually really nice to see how little like see someone care so little.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, in my head, I didn't say this to anyone because I was just like yeah, like I'm not coming to work to fight. I want to come and maybe make a few people laugh and maybe like say a few funny things and like that's what my job is.
And someone like Kirk, who is very like he has an opinion on every topic, is like it just that doesn't compute to him. Where it's like, what do you mean you don't have something to say? What do you mean you're not bothered by this? What do you mean you don't have?
It's not that I don't care at all.
So you don't care to speak on it.
It's just that like it's like even like the dozen thing. I think he's specifically referring to like the dozen. Like I would have loved to win. It's also not going to ruin my night that I lost the trivia game that I would have won nothing had I won.
He also, I saw one of his tweets leading up to it. He was like, I am irrationally like nervous or irrationally like dialed in on the dozen. Like it's like there's something also, you can't, you know, he's a crazy person.
You can't like study for it. You can't prepare for it. Like,
just go.
I'm either going to know it or I'm not. Let's play. Like
I don't think I'll ever be good at the dozen. I think that anything that comes from Jeff Delo's brain, I'm not going to know. I think we're diametrically opposed as just humans, where it's just like, if he picks a song, I'm not going to know it. If he picks a topic, I don't know. I every single question on the dozen, I'm like, I don't know the answer. I have no idea.
On the Instagram? The Instagram
anytime I've been on it, anytime I've seen anything, I'm just like, I have no idea. I can't even begin
and like that's
to give you
all
an
right.
answer.
Like I think that's why I'm so quick to be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, like
I don't know who won the 2011 Masters.
Well, those kind of things I never know. Even if you ask me like Mets questions, I'm like, I don't remember who led off. I watched every single game that year. I don't know who. But like, you know, name that tune. I'm like, it's a song that Jeff Delo picked. I have no idea. You know, these things just do not compute. But yeah, I mean, as far as the combative, that's for sure just you. I mean, because I find myself in these situations where I simply have to speak up. I mean, the buffalo chicken thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is fair.
That was pure insanity, and I won't stand for it. Certain things I just cannot let go. I went to a deli the other day. I walk in. I look at the case of food. I see these like chicken cutlets that were kind of orange. There was chicken cutlets, and then there was like an orangish chicken cutlet. That usually, to me, is a buffalo chicken cutlet. Mm-hmm. So, but I wasn't sure. It was shaped a little funny. It was not the nicest of delis. But there's 4 delis I go to at home, one in each town nearby. All of them have a buffalo chicken cutlet, a buffalo chicken tender, a regular chicken cutlet, and then they put some sort of hot sauce on it for you, some variation of a buffalo chicken sandwich. So I said to the guys, do you do any sort of buffalo chicken here? He said, yeah. I said, okay, I'll have that with some lettuce and some blue cheese, which also is important, by the way. So
actually, I have an important question here. Did you say, do you have any sort of buffalo chicken sandwich here?
I said, I said, do you have any kind of buffalo chicken? He said, yes. I said, I'll do a buffalo chicken sandwich. And
it's crazy to give that, but I will give a little credit where I think to me,
like he was like, it
almost seemed like you're saying like any kind.
Yeah, well, but that's not. I didn't say, do you have like any? I'll take any kind. I was like, do you have any kind of buffalo chicken here? Yes, I'll take a sandwich with lettuce and blue cheese. He comes back with the boar's head buffalo blazing chicken breast, which is just chicken cold cuts
with like the thinnest little layer of a little bit of spice. Like, right, because it's not like injected into it.
No, there's no buffalo flavor of that. Because it's on the outside, and then when you cut slivers of it, you just have the edge. In no world, in any city, in any deli, in any scenario,
And that's why I also asked too. Like I recognize that not every deli, a lot of them, but not every deli is going to have some sort of buffalo chicken cutlet, tender, or finger or whatever. But in no world is the default the sliced cold cut chicken. No. And if that's the case, you have to say, like, I got this. I got the cutlet thing, the cold cut thing.
Yeah, we got the sliced.
Yeah, the deli meat thing. You have to tell me that because if you just Google buffalo chicken sandwich, every single picture is a patty or a cutlet or a tender or a finger. Because also, who the fuck would get the deli meat with lettuce and blue cheese? That's not like a deli meat sandwich. That's like a cutlet sandwich.
That's true. You're right.
If you get the cold cut chicken, you'd be like with lettuce, tomato, mayo, or whatever. There's no, and I just tweeted that out being like, hey, from now on, if anybody ever says like buffalo chicken, we can all agree nobody means the cold cut sliced chicken, right? And the amount of motherfuckers who I know were just trying to just like, they had to be just doing it to do it. Because I know if you say buffalo chicken, nobody's thinking about the cold cut. You're thinking about a wing or a boneless wing or a cutlet or a tender or a patty or something like that. But a buffalo chicken sandwich, the very last variation is the boar's head blazing chicken cut, cold cut. Fucking assholes.
It's
fucking assholes.
That is, there are very few things you can say on the internet and have 100% warm reception and like.
But that should be one of them.
That's one.
That should be one of them.
Just like, you're not saying get rid of that. You're not saying murder anyone who's ever tasted.
It's actually fine if I would never be in the mood for that, but it was.
My mom gets it sometimes, like, I'll grab a slice out of the fridge.
Right.
It's not like.
And you know what? If you want to say what you said, where it's like, I can see a scenario. The amount of people were like, of course they gave you the cold cut, you weirdo. It's like, no. Even if you somehow agree with them, there's no way I'm like on the other wrong end of the spectrum.
And like,
fuck you.
Even in the where I'm giving that little semblance of credit, I'm picturing you like crawling into a store.
I'll take whatever you got.
Do you have any sort of buffalo chicken?
No.
I got one for you. It's not the one you want, but I got one. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
And even then, I think you would say that.
Yeah.
I think you would say that to the person. So no. But anyway, you're at a deli. Of course they gave you cold cuts. Like you only get cold cuts at a deli. I don't know. I thought maybe I was talking to people like not from around here, but then I noticed that they had like New Jersey in their name, or there were people being like, "I'm from New York. Of course you got cold cuts." Like, what the fuck are you assholes talking about? And then I'm like, I have to stop.
I know you went on a lot longer than I thought.
I'll do this all fucking. Well, no, because like you said, this should be one where there's almost 100% agreement. So I have to speak.
See,
I can't stop.
I could have like gotten into that last night with the new Bieber song. Or
have you seen the music video?
No.
Pull up the Bieber music video.
Like, because like people would just like be like,
so bad.
He's making good music again. And I was like, I could quote tweet this and make results. I'm like, he's not doing it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna keep.
You're better at that than I am.
I'm gonna keep watching TV.
I know.
Some people don't like Bieber. That's okay, and they think it makes them a much better person because they don't like an upbeat song. That's fine. You go listen to Guns N' Roses or whatever the hell makes you feel like a man.
Yeah.
Bieber's pretty good.
So the Biebs. It's a long. I don't know if we can do the whole thing here. So the Biebs is he goes full GTA because he's got a cancer girlfriend.
Oh.
He has this Asian girlfriend who gets cancer. Okay. Now skip ahead a little bit. So you see the doctor. He's so lucky this is a great song because this video sucks so bad. He's reading about cancer. He's learning about it.
Oh my God.
He's learning how many bills he's going to have to pay. Go ahead. Decides I've got to go rob a bank to pay for the bills, okay? We can pretty much play from here on out. So right before this, he spray painted a toy gun.
Okay.
And you see him in the garage thinking, like, what am I going to do? Goes all GTA, gets the motorcycle out.
But he's robbing a bank in a $10,000 jacket.
Now watch this. Watch this. Throws the helmet on, knocks over the security guard, and goes juggernaut. Boom! Right through the glass. What is that? just runs through a glass door.
Also, Kevin, so far,
You love it, don't you?
I'm loving this. Yeah!
Make mistakes. Full GTA mode. This had to be from Grand Theft Auto, right? Like he had to be thinking about the video game while he did this, right?
This is
He ends up getting shot by the cop in the stomach.
Don't spoil it.
This is
Yeah!
So now he's
It ain't that beefy.
now he's led the cops all the way back to the hospital. They're chasing him on foot now. Like, where's he gonna go? What's he gonna do?
He's
got
just
the
gotta
bag
get that
of money.
cash to fucking the doctor.
Now watch this.
go.
Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Jumps on her, and the cops are just like, whoa, 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 dude. And then it ends. It just jumps into bed with the cancer girl.
Whoa,
and the cops go, well, we
Hang
can't
on,
arrest
the
him
kids
anymore.
the kids know someone with cancer?
That's it. We can't.
Never mind.
One of the best worst. It's so bad. I love it.
I like the cop who stopped, like, Johnson, what are you doing?
Yeah, come on. She got
Can't you see
cancer.
She's got cancer.
It was a fake gun. She got cancer. Let the kid go. Let him have the $150K.
It's all insured anyway.
Unbelievable. Let's do one more voicemail. That song is so fucking good. That's the beeper I've been waiting for.
Yeah,
and he's back. Well, back for one song. Last voicemail brought to you by Movement.
Yeah, bro. Fucking
We're going
Movement
California.
was started just two bros down in Southern Cali, dude.
Shit,
Just
man.
a couple fucking Jackie County is what I call it. Fucking Southern California.
She just went double middles on you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That was stupid.
But listen, man, right? It's fucking summer, dude. We're gonna have to start going out, right? Kevin doesn't wear sunglasses in the winter, dude.
Not
He
anymore.
just
It's almost
doesn't-
sunglasses weather,
it's
bro.
almost sunglass season, bro. And you know what you need to get is you gotta have some fucking movements, dude. Dude, we just got, right? I was skating the other day. And I got an email, fucking phone blows up here.
What were some of the tricks you were doing while you were skating, bro?
Fucking dude did a fucking Christ air, not a big deal. Fucking, yeah. Fucking sack.
What, right off the sidewalk? Just right off the curb, Christ there? Yeah.
Fucking sack taps, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Did a
totally,
fucking, they was doing fucking ollies into fucking manuals, grinding all over the place. And then got a fucking, I was trying to get the skate, you know, like around the park. Couldn't find the fucking E, dude. Couldn't find the fucking secret videotape. It was fucking hard, man. Luckily, someone got distracted. They're like, yo, Feitelberg, bro, you got an email, man. And it was, and it was sales, and they're like, dude, you need to pick out a new pair of sunglasses from Movement this year.
I gotta send that
Yeah,
email,
no,
bro.
I already picked it, dude.
Bro.
I got a fucking sick pair.
I'm gonna
right?
pick my pair right now.
And it was fucking hard because there were so many, just dope shades, dude. Right? Like, just.
Bro, it does say, when you log on, it does say California Modern Design, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, it really does.
I know how to do my fucking ad reads, bro. and I fucking sent back. This is a fucking true story, dude. About to fucking blow your mind, like that time we did shrooms at Joshua Tree, dude. Right? I sent back so many fucking pairs of sunglasses I wanted that fucking, they were like, dude, we're not
Dude,
going.
you gotta pick one,
They're like,
bro.
dude, we're not going to the advertiser with this many sunglass requests. I was like, come on, bro, it's sunglass fucking season, dude. How am I trying to find that fucking E, which is clearly like way up on some rail that's gonna be hard to reach, that I'm gonna have to look into the sun to get to, and I'm not gonna be able to fucking get up there unless I got something blocking my shades,
blocking my eyes, blocking me from dangerous UV rays, while also making me fucking look cool, bro, when I'm down in Venice Beach trying to scoop chicks.
UV rays, bro. Not
Yo,
cool, bro.
not
Just not chill.
Fucking hella not chill, dude.
Hella not chill. Oh, what if I get these? What if I get these Rory Kramer Vision shades? It like the
Guess
thing.
what, bro? Can't get those because
You
I
gotta
already got them.
Fuck. These are so dope. They're like Benjamin Franklin spectacles that also have the
bro.
sunglasses that flip up. Fuck you, I'm getting them too, bro. We're both rocking the Rory Kramers, bro.
They were like, dude, you can only pick one. And I was like, I'm fucking obviously going with my dude Krames.
Gotta go, Rory. Totally, Rory. You're such a Rory, bro.
And here's the deal, too. It's not just fucking sunglasses, dude. They got watches. They got blue lights. Because guess what else isn't hella what? Yeah. Guess what else is hella not chill is what I'm trying to say here.
Losing your vision?
Losing your vision
Totally
fucking
not
sucks,
chill.
dude.
Totally
How
not
you gonna
chill.
find the E without your vision, man? You just not gonna be able to do it. So get yourself some fucking hella sick shades. Get yourself some hella sick watches. Get yourself some hella sick blue lights. Get them all at Movement, right? You gotta join the movement right now. Get 15% off today. Guess what?
What?
Free shipping.
No.
Too, bro. Guess what? Free returns too, bro.
That is hella chill.
It is that's
You know what
hella
that is?
chill.
That's not hella not chill.
That's exactly what it is. And you can get that. Get 15% off, bro. Free shipping, free returns. You get that by going to mvmt.com/KFC. Again, that's mvmt.com/KFC. Elevate your look, bro. That's what you gotta do. Elevate
Totally
your look.
elevate the game.
Just like I fucking elevate when I do Christ airs, dude.
I'm doing the Reveler. That's what I'm getting, by the way. You can have the Rory Kramers.
Thanks, bro.
How dark we want to go?
Dark.
Glad you said that.
Hey guys. Okay, so I'm wondering if this is the worst first date scenario ever. So one of my guy friends in college decided to go on a date with this girl, and they went hiking. The girl brought her family dog with them. So they're hiking. They get like 3 miles into the hike, and the family dog slips and falls quite literally to its death down the mountain.
You weren't
So
kidding.
they have to hike 3 miles back down, get the dog, pull the 120-pound dog into the river, and literally act like nothing ever happened. My guy friend never talked to this girl ever again, obviously, because how do you even recover from that? So I'm wondering, 1, would you talk to this girl again? 2, is this the worst scenario ever? And 3, what is your possible worst date scenario if there's something better than this? Thanks, guys.
I mean,
Okay, so he went on a date with this girl. It was just the two of them?
Yeah.
well, there was 3. it ended just the 2 of them.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Just in case it wasn't on microphone beforehand,
Yeah, let's clarify.
Nick said, how dark do you guys want to go? Obviously, our answer,
Dark, bro.
Dark.
I didn't think it was gonna be dead dark.
I think it was exactly my answer was hella dark. And
I mean,
hella dark.
you go hiking.
but I just figured like someone died of cancer. Like easy peasy.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's lightweight.
I mean, I'll make a fucking hot music video out of that.
Bro.
But a dog dying.
On a hike?
Jackie's
Could
looking at
you-
me horrified right
Could
now.
you imagine? I mean, I don't want to go. I don't want to really highlight the specifics here, but just imagine, like, I mean, just think about it literally. Like, you're walking along, right, and you're like, and like there's rocks like crumble, and then he loses his footing, and just, I mean, that is insanely grim. And then you kind of look over, and it's just like those cartoons.
It was
Holy shit.
It was a cliff. Was it cliff or a mountainside? That actually
mountainside.
Okay, that actually makes it a little better. I think.
What? Why?
I feel like that's worse.
Yeah, because now I'm picturing fuck. I want to say it. Now I'm picturing Lone Survivor. Remember in Lone Survivor when they're just falling down the mountainside and just like hitting every tree and rock on the way down? I remember walking out of that movie being like,
And then-
I hope none of these family members ever see this movie because that was
And this
hard
was
to
a
watch.
first date?
First date, yeah.
I mean, this is this is it. I mean, I've never heard of anything worse than this in my entire life.
Oh,
This is insane.
I was wondering, do you think it could be anything worse than fucking burying a dog on your first date?
And then then they got down to the river and they just threw it in the river.
A water funeral?
Is that what they said? They just put it in the river, let it wash away.
I think they were so far into the hike they couldn't like, carry it. It was so heavy they couldn't bring it back.
Dude,
this is the most gruesome thing.
Dude, okay, so it was her dog, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Fuck that, bro. You need be a fucking Marine, man. I think dogs and men are Marines together.
Yeah.
Right? We're Marines in this world. We're fucking at war with everyone else. We only like each other. Right? Just like we are everything else in this planet is enemies, except men and dogs are on the same side. And we are just like, you can't leave your dog behind.
No.
You gotta fucking, I don't care how long it is, $1.20. We got people over in Afghanistan, over in Iraq, who are at fucking 50-pound ruck packs, who are picking up their boys who weigh 250 with a 50-pound ruck pack. And they're like, bro, I'm getting you home. Get that dog.
You get your ass out there and you bring that fucking dog home.
You gotta. You can't leave the dog there. I mean,
Jesus.
What are we talking about?
You want to get real dark and complicated?
I guess a worse first date would be you have to go get an abortion with her. It's not you.
Honestly, no. Swear to God, no.
Yeah, probably not. Like that's more.
Like that happens.
That's more medical.
That's a procedure and it's a thing and it's it's not great, but it's. I think if you gave the girl the choice, like, would you rather get an abortion with me and we just go to the clinic together, or your dog falls off a cliff and dies and we have to bury it in a water funeral?
Yeah,
like,
you choose an abortion.
I think what if you're sitting there, right, and you've done this water funeral and it's just so awful and you think to yourself like, oh my God, I would do anything to have to rewind time and fix this, right? And then it's like Genie appears, right? And he's like, okay, like we'll make a deal. We can undo this. But like you've got to fall off the cliff. You might not. And now I'm not gonna make you sacrifice your life because no one's gonna do that. But what if you fall off the cliff and it's like you Tom Segura that shit? Your bones like sticking through your leg and you break your arm and shit. And she knows. She somehow knows that you sacrifice yourself.
Oh, we got a lot of fucking factors in play here now. I'm gonna need to see a picture. For starters.
Of what? What you look like afterwards?
No,
what she looks like.
She looks like currently.
What?
That matters, bro.
If she's hot, you're in?
If she's really, really fucking hot, I'm definitely considering it. Absolutely.
If she's ugly, you're not going to save her dog?
If she's ugly, I'm far less likely to. Absolutely. I'm not even making jokes here. I'm just
what
stating,
about the bond of man and dog? Now all of a sudden it's back to how good the pussy is?
Listen, dude, I didn't say I was gonna jump on a grenade for it. I said I was gonna fucking carry it to a.
You quite literally you compared it to war.
Yeah, but not the jumping on the grenade aspect. I might saving its ass.
All the other aspects.
I've been
of war.
getting you fucking home,
so
dude.
You're gonna have a broken leg and a broken arm. You're gonna save that dog's life. She's gonna know that you saved the dog's life, and she is a 7.5 out of 10.
I mean, that's all. I don't even know. Honestly, the number scale means nothing to me anymore.
Yeah,
that's gotten so diluted.
What
I
about
don't even know.
She's trying to think of a good comparison for you. What if she looks like Aubrey Plaza? Yeah, too high? Too high?
Swan dive.
Yeah. What if she looks like? I only know the girls you like really. There are only like 2 girls you like. The rest are men because I think you're gay. Like a more astute. Like, what if she looks like Ryan Reynolds? Swan dive, bro. What if I'll be honest. I mean, I'm probably not jumping off. Period.
No, not for nothing.
I just, I don't know if I can throw myself off a cliff and break my bones. I got shit to worry about back home,
Yeah, well, that's true. But like, I don't. I'm good to go.
But I'm also thinking, if she knows and she tells the tale of, like, let's say, obviously you can't tell the story.
You know how good I am to go? I'm more prepared right now, this moment,
to die?
To die than I am to go to a club. Like, if I was given the option, like, club tonight
or death. Take me out.
Take door 2. Hesitation free. Wouldn't even consider it, Kevin. Wouldn't even think for a second. You're laughing. I wouldn't even think for half a second.
Leave it there. Leave it there with the whisper.
Also, I just want to think about like the walk. Actually, can we go?
We're still going.
We're still going. Okay. So we'll cut a little bit here.
The walk back.
The walk back is worse than the walk down. You're just like,
It's like, so
where'd you go to high school?
right. You don't know anything about her. So what's your middle name? Oh, is that Irish?
Are your parents still alive, or did they fall off a cliff too? Okay, that might be a good time to end.
The cuff says your pants are just soaked, and you're like, do you have a towel?
I gotta tell you, I'm really getting a blister here. This is the worst day ever. I got a mean blister.
The worst date ever, man. I think it's bleeding. I think it popped.
You have a Band-Aid or something.
I got plantar fasciitis. It's really acting up here. Little update for you, because 73% of you sons of bitches still are not subscribed. It used to be like 85% of people watching our videos.
I think it was 94.
At one point, it was 95. Yeah. Now we're down to 73, which is a good start. But I need that number to legitimately be like 95 people who watch, 95% watch are subscribed.
Yeah, you subscribe.
Like, I'll give you some people just show up and watch. But if you're watching our videos consistently, or if you even watch one video like a decent way through, just subscribe, because it doesn't affect your life at all. It affects ours so much and not yours. It makes your life easier. It makes your life better. It tells the algorithm stuff that you like, and it feeds you more YouTube videos that you're going to enjoy, and it helps us dramatically. Just do it.
Please.